Okayama, and we are here in the rain. Well, mostly a drying track at this point. These are from laps earlier on. I think the rain has pretty much stopped, but the track is still wet. We've had like a 35-minute practice qualifying session. All the lap times count for qualifying here. I'm sitting in 5th, which I don't think I should be in 5th. I do not feel very comfortable, and I certainly don't feel like I should be up in the top 5. But we're still on the wet tires because the track is still fairly wet. And as of right now, we are going to be starting 5th. This is the Toyota GR86 and the MX-5, but the classes aren't separated, at least for the start. They will be just mixed in based on times. And they're pretty much even on times. Toyota's maybe just a little bit faster, but I think it's a little bit tougher to drive. In the last rain race we did with these, I was in the MX-5, so I thought I'd switch it up and jump into the Zebra. Haven't been in this thing in a long time. And definitely a dry spot forming. But I am not feeling too comfortable. We're down to 6th now. We'll see how it goes for the race. It's a 25-minute race. I don't know if we're going to want to pit for dry tires at any point. I guess we should practice getting on pit road just to be safe. And see how long a pit stop is going to take for 4 tires. Let's go ahead and do that. But yeah, got a little bit of a hardware update. Over the weekend, I was playing Flight Simulator, not the new one, because that one's way too expensive for me at this moment in time, but I was playing Flight Simulator, and my graphics card kept thermal throttling at its like max temperature before it hit the 120% fan speed or whatever, which has been a problem in the past. But I was looking, and that is really annoying. I was looking, and it was only pulling about 60% usage, and it was thermal throttling, which I thought was crazy. And I think that has been a big problem with racing as well. My graphics card is just getting way too hot, and I know it has been, but I didn't think it was quite that bad. I thought we were doing 100% usage all the time, and it was having problems. But obviously it should never be thermal throttling. So I finally, after I saw that, pulled out the graphics card, took it all apart, and noticed this is a long pit stop. Noticed the thermal paste was pretty much completely gone.
All right, that's it.
Completely gone, and what little that was on the GPU still was crusty and just doing nothing. So that's nice. No telling how long that's been like that. I should have done this way sooner. I know that for a fact, but I figured it would be a huge pain in the butt. But honestly, it wasn't that bad at all. So I cleaned that all up. Made sure to get all the dust out of there as well, and repasted it. And I am literally getting like 20 to 30 degrees cooler temps now after I've done that. Just crazy improvement. So that should help on the racing side as well. I don't know if that is the main cause of all the game and video crashes I've had with recording software and like the game itself. I don't know if, like, I don't think at any of those times the card was actually thermal throttling when it crashed. So I don't know if that is what caused it, but this certainly couldn't hurt getting it to run a lot cooler. And we'll see how we go here. Been in practice for the last 35 minutes here in the rain, and it was actually raining. A lot of spray and stuff, and I haven't had any issues from what I can tell. And before, when rain first came out, that would instant crash my game, so. But I think that's more of an iRacing thing. But we'll see what it looks like for the race. Maybe we still will crash out. Software-wise, I mean. Oh, that looks really dry, doesn't it? That looks super dry. What time is it? Do I want to put dries on? Can I see what everyone else is putting on? Probably not. Oh, man. I'll put dries on. It looks pretty dang dry. If we spin out, then whatever. We did drop to 10th right before the thing ended. But that's fine.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, we got a lot.
Alright, I'm nervous starting on dries now. We'll have to see what this is like. But,
The estimated SOF is
1,908.
I don't know.
we expect to be fighting for the podium.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing that. We'll just try and hang on, survive. We had a good race at, where were we? Navarra or something? That was a fun race. I was in the MX-5, like I said. A little bit more familiar with this track, but I am not any better at it. I've never been good at this place. I ran this variant, the short layout, in the street stocks a couple times, I think. But I don't know if I've ever run it in an actual road car. We'll see how this goes. Traction control is off. That is what we want. I do not like the way the traction control feels on this thing. Just, I think it's harder to drive with it on. It'll just lock you down and make recoverable spins just completely unrecoverable because you've completely lost power to the wheels.
Good luck.
Oh, there's some spray. That's not going to be good.
It's the 2
We might be in trouble here at the start. We're just going to have to really tiptoe around here.
It's the 2 car. Get ready.
It looks so much drier than it did, though. We're going to have to get caught up. I wonder if we're the only ones
Alright, man.
that switch tires.
Race
We just
cars
need to
in.
not slide too much and try and not have to pit later. And be very careful into turn 1 here. And then the subsequent
Green
really
flag,
sharp
green flag.
right-handers. We got James just to our inside. There is a lot of spray. It is definitely not dry.
3 wide, you're on
Oh.
the left. Or on your right. You're 2 wide there.
We were
on the
3
right.
wide, apparently.
Or on your right. All clear.
Don't know what happened there. James is on my inside, and then
Slow car ahead. Alright, man, we got
there
one
was a
stop
3
up
wide
ahead.
call, and I think somebody got loose or something. There's Dakota. That's unfortunate. Do we have any damage?
Car looks fine. No damage.
Thankfully
to
not.
report.
Somebody must have thrown it up the middle, or not the middle, the inside 3 wide, or maybe James just got loose or something. I'm not sure what happened. Alright, we need to try and pick up the pace if we can. We're holding up Billy. I think that's our wet, or our dry tires in the wet. Oh yeah. That was a bad call. Should have stayed on the dries, or the wets, whatever I'm saying. We just need to give this spot up. He wasn't quite close enough, or I would have backed off early for him. But we've about caught back up to this group. We should eventually get quicker. We definitely cannot hit those puddles on the inside. That just hydroplanes us instantly. Not looking to be 3 wide. Don't really want to be too wide here either. That's a really easy place to lose it. As is this. Alright, not too bad. We're in 6th now, apparently. We're alive. We should eventually have some grip later. It's not feeling terrible right now. But it's definitely not ideal. I think we'd rather be on the wets at this point. Try and avoid this slick spot. We still hit it.
Got one on your left. Clear on the left.
I'm just holding Billy up like crazy, but he hasn't been close enough where I could just get out of the way. Having to come to a complete stop mid-corner to make the turn. Watch the water.
The car in P.
Okay. 103's up front. Good grief. We're never going to do a lap time like that.
That was your fastest lap of the
Oh,
session.
Brett, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
On your left. Keep right.
Oh,
That was-
good, it happened.
That was right in front of us. Did a 105 there. That's pretty comparable to my best time in practice or qualifying, so I'm not too upset about that. It's just going to be about not spinning out, which we keep trying to do in that corner. Okay. Don't spin out there either, please. Cutting that too narrow with the water sitting down there.
One. Just hit the fastest lap. 3.234.
No idea who's in the lead, but they are fast.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
You're 4th place.
Now we're in 4th. Position-wise, that is just 4th in class. These two in front of us are 2nd and 3rd in their class. Don't hit that water out there if we can help it. I'm not sure which lane to go in.
20 minutes to go.
Got one
Oh
on your
gosh,
right. Clear on the right.
can't go anywhere right now. We're all getting held up. I need to try and find a way around these two, if I can.
The car in P.
One. Just
Gosh,
hit
I gotta stop getting so
2.935.
far to the right there. Okay, Billy's gonna
Got
get
one
around
on
us
your right.
finally.
It's now a dry session.
Still there?
It's now a dry session apparently as our windshield gets covered. Let's just lift early for him.
Clear on the right.
Maybe he can open up a door and we can sneak around these two Mazdas. I was having a lot of trouble in qualifying, finding a way to make a pass because I kept catching them in the slower corners, and when we got to the long straightaway, I couldn't keep up. Got a couple more Mazdas behind us, at least one. Looks like Alan.
The leader just did a
3.046.
Okay, we actually didn't hit that terrible that time.
the car in P.
Let's give Billy some draft.
2.917.
It's not helping, it doesn't look like.
Got one on your right.
Whoa,
All clear, all clear.
wasn't ready for that.
Got one on your right. Still there? Hold your line.
Now I'm on the wrong side of the track.
Left.
driving through the water.
All clear, all clear.
All right.
Car on
Sorry.
your left. Keep right there. Still there? Hold your line. Stay right.
See if we get back around them and then catch back up here.
Car on your left.
They have a lot of exit speed that
The car in P.
you wouldn't expect.
Just hit the fastest lap.
2.53.
I don't know why those are on or how long they have been on.
Car in P. 2. Just hit the fastest lap.
Got to try and get around Warren here and get back up to Justin and Billy. I don't know where we're going to be able to do that. We're not catching them at the right time.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.
Maybe try it into this corner.
Car on your left. All clear, all clear. You got one on your left. Clear on the left. You got one on your left.
Can we make a pass?
Still there.
Just barely sneak around them, maybe.
Clear on the left.
Go ahead, you're Jake. I can't compete with the corner you guys have.
1.9 seconds. Car on your left.
Okay, we made that pass. Justin's gotten around Billy up there.
Car in P. 1. Just hit the fastest lap.
2.2.
Track is getting very dry now. Saw some smoke up ahead. I don't know who that was from. We got a little gap around us now, but I don't know if we're going to be able to catch up to these two or not. Had some decent racing so far, though.
Your fastest lap of the session.
Now I'm glad we're on dry tires. I think the wet tires are at a disadvantage. Maybe not in terms of speed, but
Car in P. 14.
I think the
Just
wear
hit
would
the
be
fastest
worse,
lap.
right?
2.139.
The speed should be worse too, but I think the people on them, maybe if people up front are, they're just that much better than me anyway, that it doesn't matter.
The car in P. 1. Just hit the fastest lap.
1.8.
101s now from the front. Are we going to be quick enough to make a move here? I don't know. I mean, we're all about the same speed down the straights. It's crazy.
That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P. 4. Just hit the fastest lap.
Oh, he goes a little wide.
772. Car on your left. Stay right. Still there? Hold your line.
Sure we
All
leave
clear,
room
all
if we
clear.
can. Almost want second gear through there now. Maybe you can catch back up to Billy. Starting to have a little bit more confidence with throwing it down into the corners. That we're not just going to instant spin on these dry tires. Nick is beating us like crazy though, 16.5 seconds ahead. Ooh, Justin goes way off into the gravel there up ahead. All right.
The car in P.
8.
Just hit the fastest
Oh,
lap.
Billy goes wide.
893. Car on your left. Still there.
Billy goes wide, and the
All clear,
sharp
all clear.
right-hander that gets us by him, but he'll probably be able to get back to us and challenge us back. I can never maximize my speed out of this corner. That's one of my biggest problems here. Tough to hit that apex correct. You kind of have to late apex it.
All right, man. You're back in fifth.
Back to a top 5. We've gained a little time on Nick, but not much. Chickened out a little bit through there, but we're fine. 2.5 to Justin. I don't think we've got anything for him if he keeps it on the track, but if he goes wide into the gravel again, we'll be right on top of him. But I don't know if he will. Doesn't have much pressure now.
168.
Nick is pitting. He might be changing to dries. That should be an advantage because we don't have to pit. And we should be able to pass him here. And we do. Right now.
That was your fastest lap of the session. You're back and forth.
As long as we don't completely ruin these tires, I think this was going to be the correct strategy call. It wasn't that bad to start with. I was just scared of it. As long as I stayed out of the sitting water that's still on the track in the corners of the rumble strips there, it was fine. I'm feeling really good through the corners now, though. Justin's pulling away. I think we might be pulling away from Billy. That was the best we've hit that corner. Look at the dash go green like crazy there.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
That was a 101 from us, and now we're overdriving turn 1. Looking at the fancy lap time we just did. Who knows what the leaders are doing now, though. They could be sub 1 minute laps. I don't want to get too comfortable where I start overdriving everything again, as is my tendency, because then we just get slower. Gotta be careful. Kyle, behind us,
10 minutes to go.
has passed Billy,
Going well. Keep at it.
and so has Dakota, and they're both catching us back there. I wonder if they're on new tires or something. We might fall back to 6th again.
P5 just at the fastest lap.
0.827.
Yeah, P5 is right behind us. They must have changed tires back there. Or something. Justin might have had another issue there. He's lost a lot of ground all of a sudden. Yeah, it looks like Kyle and Dakota are both going to get back up here. Dakota had the early on spin, that's right. And that is why we're past him right now and why he's quicker than us and probably going to be able to catch us. Kyle must have had something happen at the beginning as well, I'm not sure.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Another 101 from us, that's pretty cool, but
Just at the fastest
they're doing
lap.
1 minute flats.
653.
Yeah, out of the 4 cars right here, Justin, me, Kyle, and Dakota, I think we are the slowest. But we're sitting second in line. Oh, and they had an issue behind us. Kyle spun, I think. I saw him sideways. I don't know if there was contact or if he just got loose. That's unfortunate. He was definitely
12 just at the fastest lap.
quicker and going to catch us.
45.
Or can we beat Dakota here? Not too much time left, but probably plenty of laps still. 6 or 7 laps left.
Lap of the session. The car in P5 just set the fastest lap.
0.581.
And Dakota is also setting fastest laps of the race from anybody, and he's right behind us. So, oh, and Justin again, issue.
Car on your right.
That gave him damage.
All clear, all clear.
That gets us around him. Got to think he lost some speed after that hit into the tire barrier. But if he battles Dakota a little bit, might take some pressure off us.
The car in P12 just set the fastest lap.
0.533.
P12 setting fastest lap. That's probably somebody who pit for new tires. Switched from the wets to the dry. And they are door slamming each other behind us. All the way to the inside wall.
There you go, man. Good job.
Still side by side. That's really good for us. Dakota finally clears him and gets to go back at us. And we'll probably have no problem catching back up.
The leader just did a
2.183.
The car in P12 just set the fastest lap.
0.449.
We're still setting our fastest laps of the race, so I think our tires, as far as wear and heat is concerned, are fine. So I'm happy about that. We really didn't need to pit. And I overdrove it. We might as well just get Dakota by us. There's no holding him off with how quick he is. He caught us from 20 miles back. And setting fastest laps out of anybody. But we might be able to stay ahead of Justin now if he's got some damage. Don't drive it off into the grass now.
Five minutes to go.
5 minutes to go. That was a messy last sector between the chicane and the final corners. Slowing down too much through the turn 1, I think, and now I overdrove that pretty bad. I don't know, Justin's still keeping up. If we fall apart here, like we're kind of already doing, he might get back to us. Gotta make sure I don't hop over that curb if I take it to the inside like that, because that will insta-spin us. Oh, and Justin must have had another problem back there. 13 seconds back now. And we break into the 1.0s. Not feeling too bad about the lap times and the pace I'm having right now. Surprisingly, okay. Now let's not get ahead of ourselves. Up ahead, Justin in the MX-5 is way ahead of second place for his class. Outpacing pretty much every Toyota behind him as well. Really happy with the decision to stay on dries, though, or to put it on dries for the start of the race. The first few laps was kind of sketchy, but then we were A-okay the rest of the way, and we didn't have to pit like a few other people did. And that should allow us to beat Nick. We weren't going to on speed. That is for sure.
Sorry, Warren.
Not a bad exit. Dakota has caught Justin up ahead. Justin just lets him by. Since he's got such a big lead, he doesn't need to try and race anybody too hard. Especially of a different class. Little slidey there. But not bad. I'll have to take a look and see what these tires are because they still feel fine. I'm sure they've lost a little bit of bite and are probably a little bit slower. But they feel perfectly fine.
Alright, man. It's
White flag. Let's get around here one more time. Justin on pit road now, unfortunately. He must have had the tires really go away on him. He started struggling with handling.
0.403.
We don't have any pressure behind us. We can afford to wait a little bit here on this class leader. We don't even need to pass him, really. We're not going to catch up to Dakota up there unless he wrecks.
Alright, man. That car is a lap down. Got one on your right. Clear on the right.
Bill there in 75 letting us go. And I will take a nice solid 4th place.
I wish I wouldn't have messed up on the first lap.
Very clean race
I am convinced that this is a peak
from me.
iRacing.
I'm pretty happy with that. Felt like I didn't do too bad there. Coming in with not very much practice at all, but
There's the checkered flag.
I'm happy with that. I think I did pretty
There
good.
you go, man. Good job, driver.
Good job to whoever won that thing. Jacob was flying up there, so was Jake. And Jacob finished 11 seconds ahead. We finished 22 seconds back. Let's see where Nick finished. 14th after his pit stop. Unfortunate there, but I am glad that we didn't have to do one. Tires, 99 or 94 and 89 on the rears. That is not bad at all. Not bad at all. 89, 94. Left rear spinning because of all the the high-speed right-handers we were sliding through, and that's why that's a little bit more worn down. Since this is a mostly right-handed track. Let's take a look at all the incidents that happened. There were several out there that we saw. Zebra car comes through again, though. We did pretty good there. I'm happy with that. Looks like we got a 4X at the beginning when we had that 3 wide thing happen. Take a look and see what all that was about. Make sure the recording's still good. Looks like it. Alright, let's take a look. This is James. Oh, and just Dive bomb there, and I had no idea we were 3 wide, and that was actually... Yeah. I didn't get the 3 wide call until we made contact. I had no idea we were 3. Apologies there to James. I had no idea. Spotter didn't say anything. I had no view of that car coming up the inside. That is a big dive bomb there. And I didn't get the 3 wide call until right when we made contact, and that is unfortunate. Sorry to James there. I just didn't know we were 3. He was given room there, and I wasn't given a 3rd lane because I didn't know we needed one. Unfortunate. Sorry about that. And then that sends us out into the grass. Or the gravel, and nearly spun us as well, but we were fine. That stinks. That ruined James's race immediately. If the spotter was better and could tell me about a car throwing it in there, I could have tried to prevent that, but I just had no way of knowing that. And then this is the contact with Justin and Brett, I believe, just in front of us there. Yep. Sends Brett out into the gravel. And then some contact there going to the chicane section. But they keep it going straight. And then into the sharp right-handers, making some door contact there. There's so little room through there. And then we got a slow car here from something, and then they all get kind of stacked up. James must have got loose or something. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's way off the pace here. Looked like he's going to pit road, but doesn't. That's kind of get everyone jostled around. And then little contact up ahead, but nothing. Well, he goes out into the gravel, but he keeps it pointed the right direction. And then more contact there in this section that's just so sharp and narrow. And then more contact. And they're all getting around him after that. And then into turn, or the final corner here, looks like Bryce in the purple there, yep. Bryce gets into the back of Jeff. And that sends his car around. And overcorrect. Really easy to do that. This thing has, it's so tough to save it. And once you get a little too sideways, you get it locked and it just instant spins back the other direction. With very little feel. And then this happened just behind us, some blinking. And that's why I had to be careful with that grass. That's Justin just in front of us. Not the grass, the water sitting right there. We've gotten loose going across it a couple times. But Justin hits it just right, gets him loose.
Race control scoring has ended.
Hard into the tire barrier there. And that gets us around him and keeps us around him. We had a good race there with Billy and Dakota and Justin for a while. Bryce getting loose there through that section. And then there's some water right there that hydroplanes him back to the left. And then, oh, he just touches the gravel barely. And that will just wreck you instantly. And then Justin behind us again. Just a little bit too hard out of the corner, goes off into the grass, and that sends him around one more time. And then everyone going over that water and jostling around. And Nick and James making some contact there. James turned in a little bit too sharp, it looked like. How many laps did we do? 24? Coming to the end, and ooh, just takes him out. Kyle. think this was with the white flag. Brett just kind of missed the turn in there, and that sent him right into his right rear, spun him around. And that's it. We get the 4X at the beginning, turning down into James, because we were 3 wide, and I had no idea. Really unfortunate. I didn't want to be the cause of ruining his race for sure, but just the way it happened, I guess. But after that, I felt like we did a really good job of keeping it clean, and had some good hard racing there as well, and we wind up with a 4th place, 5th place. Well, 4th place in class. That's all classes. So, not too bad, I think. That was pretty fun. And the computer didn't crash, and the graphics card isn't overheating like crazy. We didn't even break 60C, so that's great. Having good luck with that now, hopefully. We'll see how it goes.